So yeah, Sherlock Hound. Boop. There you go. Hey, it's got a decent thing. Let's look at the screenshots. Now, Discotheque, they're 50-50. They either have really good releases or they do standard definition on a Blu-ray. Okay? But this is 5 discs and there's 1 season. So this is going to be like, they'll give you the specs. Resolution, it's 1080. It's actually like a legit release. So, for those who actually wanted to go back and look at this old-timey stuff, it looks like it was done really well. Like they kind of, I don't know how they restored it, but it looks like it's done pretty good. They might have washed out some of that detail though by softening the edges a bit. So you might be losing some film grain. It's there, but it's not terribly washed out, so that's good. It's like, I guess, a nice balance. So yeah, this old timey anime. Almost Ghibli tier. Yeah. Well, here's the thing about old anime. All of it was good. Like, oh, all right, not all of it, but 90%. I wonder if they have a. Oh God, I really hope they have a review on this. There was a collection of this, and it was released somewhere, and it was restored, and whatever they did to it, so well. I was impressed, and the animation was freaking amazing for Dirty Pair. It might have been, and this was from like 85, and I'm talking about like early. Hand-drawn frames have a very unique quality. They do, and I appreciate it even more than, and believe me, I appreciate digital animation, and how it works and all that other stuff. But it's not hand-drawn. It's not hand-drawn. There's so much room for error in digital arts that you had to be really good at your craft back in the day to work on like a legit anime back then. You had to be on the top of your craft back then. Because right now, how many times you can Control Z something? You can go back 1,000 steps. Oh, yeah, no, do that. All right, let's put it in the mirror, see if it looks weird. Okay, keep flipping it. Now it looks all right. Blah, 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 blah. You have all the tools at your disposal with digital, in the digital world. And I'm not putting anyone down who is a digital artist, because it's a viable thing. Your job as an artist is to be using the tools you have and create something people like. That's it. That's your job. But I appreciate more so when people had less tools. It's like when a carpenter can build something out of like paper clips and crap, and they can MacGyver something into being this astounding workable device. And that's what early animation was, at least in my mind, is here's some pen, paper, and ink. Make a movie. And you're like, what the fuck? Yeah, no, we're going to put it under a camera and take pictures. What? Yeah. There was no frame interpolation or anything like that. There was nothing. There wasn't tweening. There wasn't any of that. Move this to this point. That all had to be drawn out. Or at the very least, the camera person had to take that still image and actually take the frames, moving it across. So even the camera person taking the pictures of each individual cell, they had to be an artist and animator in their own right. And a lot of people don't realize that, because now everything is done, a particular way. So it is what it is. But dude, when it comes to old animation, whether it's anime, American animation, or stuff like that, I am still in awe at some of it. I'm not going to say it's a lost art, because people still try to do that craft, like the people who worked on Cuphead. They really were. They were like, click. It's a little ridiculous, but I appreciate it. And again, if you want to see really good old animation, what is it? Dragonlance is excellent. Space Ace. That type of stuff. And I think there's a collection that was released, but I always get long-winded when it comes to animation, because it's so tedious. People don't even realize. But yeah, so that exists. If you're into that, boop, there you go.